Yo, entrepreneurs! Ever dreamt of starting your own business and making it big in the land of opportunity? Wanna start a business in the good old US of A? Well, you're in the right place. The American dream is alive and kicking, and it's waiting for you to grab it. You're probably thinking about an LLC, a limited liability company. It's one of the most popular business structures for new entrepreneurs. It's like the cool kids club of business structures. Everyone wants to be in it because it offers flexibility and protection. Why? Because it protects your personal assets. Imagine this. Your business goes belly up. Without an LLC, creditors could come after everything you own. But with an LLC, your personal assets are safe. With an LLC, creditors can't come after your house, car, or that sweet vintage Atari collection. Think of an LLC as a shield. It separates your personal finances from your business dealings. This limited liability is a major reason why LLCs are so popular. It's like having your cake and eating it too, minus the legal headaches. But remember, setting up an LLC is just the first step. You've got to figure out how to pay yourself. And trust me, it's more complicated than just pocketing all the profits. You need to understand the tax implications, set up a proper payroll system, and ensure you're compliant with all the regulations. But don't worry, with the right guidance and resources, you can navigate these waters smoothly. So, are you ready to take the plunge and start your own LLC? The American dream is within your reach. With determination, hard work, and the right business structure, you can turn your entrepreneurial dreams into reality. Let's get started. One of the biggest perks of owning an LLC is you get to be your own boss. You call the shots, set your own hours, and yes, decide your own salary. But hold your horses, cowboy. Just because you can pay yourself $1 million doesn't mean you should. The IRS is always watching, and they don't like it when LLC owners try to play fast and loose with their paychecks. Pay yourself too little, and they might think you're trying to dodge taxes. Pay yourself too much, and you'll be hit with a hefty tax bill. The key is to find the sweet spot, a salary that's reasonable, justifiable, and keeps the taxman off your back. But how do you find that magical number? Don't worry, we'll break it all down for you. Here's the deal with LLCs and taxes. You gotta pay self-employment taxes on your salary. That means forking over a chunk of your hard-earned cash for Social Security and Medicare. But here's the catch-22. The less you pay yourself, the less you contribute to these programs. Now, I'm all for keeping Uncle Sam's hands out of our pockets, but you also got to think about the future. Social Security and Medicare are crucial safety nets, especially as you get older. So, while it's tempting to minimize your tax burden, don't shoot yourself in the foot by lowballing your salary. Remember, it's about finding a balance, paying yourself enough to live comfortably while fulfilling your tax obligations. So, how do you determine the perfect salary that won't raise any red flags with the IRS? It's a delicate balance that requires careful consideration and strategic planning. Unfortunately, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Each business and individual situation is unique, making it essential to tailor your approach. It depends on your industry, your business's profitability, and your personal financial needs. For instance, a tech startup might have different salary benchmarks compared to a traditional retail business. But fear not, my friends. There are tried and true methods to help you navigate this complex terrain. There are a few strategies you can use to land on a reasonable number. These strategies can provide a solid foundation for setting a fair and justifiable salary. One common approach is the market rate method. This involves researching industry standards and understanding what your peers are earning. Basically, you research what other professionals in your field are earning and set your salary accordingly. This method ensures that your compensation is competitive and fair. This shows the IRS that you're not just pulling numbers out of thin air. It demonstrates that your salary is based on concrete data and industry norms. Another approach is to factor in your company's profits. This method aligns your salary with the financial health of your business. If your business is raking in the dough, you can justify a higher salary. A profitable business can afford to pay its owner more, reflecting the success and growth of the company. But if you're just starting out and operating on a shoestring budget, you might need to keep your salary modest. In the early stages, it's crucial to reinvest profits back into the business to fuel growth and stability. Consulting with a financial advisor or accountant can also provide valuable insights. They can help you analyze your financial situation and recommend a salary range that aligns with your business goals and personal needs. Ultimately, finding your salary sweet spot is about balancing your business's financial health with your personal financial goals. With careful planning and strategic thinking, you can set a salary that supports both your business and your lifestyle. Listen up, hustlers! I know you're eager to reinvest every penny back into your business, but don't forget to pay yourself a decent wage. Remember, you gotta eat, pay rent, and maybe enjoy the occasional non-ramen meal. Plus, paying yourself a low salary can hurt your credit score and make it harder to secure loans in the future. Think about it. Would you lend money to someone who can't even afford to pay themselves a decent wage? Probably not. So, while it's admirable to be frugal, don't be afraid to give yourself a raise every now and then. You deserve it. Section 6. The dangers of overpaying. The taxman cometh. On the flip side, stuffing your pockets with cash and calling it a salary is a recipe for disaster. Remember the IRS. They're like that friend who always shows up unannounced when you least expect it. If they suspect you're trying to avoid paying your fair share of taxes by disguising profits as salary, they'll come knocking. And let me tell you, you don't want to mess with the IRS. They have auditors who can make a spreadsheet look like a work of art. The bottom line is this: greed is not good, especially when it comes to your LLC salary. Be reasonable, be responsible, and stay on the right side of the law. Section 7. Real-life examples. Navigating the salary maze. Let's say you're a freelance graphic designer running your own LLC. You've built a solid reputation, and your portfolio is impressive. Clients are lining up to work with you, and your business is thriving. You're killing it, landing big clients and raking in the dough. Every project you complete adds to your growing list of successes, and your income is steadily increasing. You could easily pay yourself a six-figure salary, but is that the smartest move? Probably not. While it might be tempting to reward yourself with a hefty paycheck, there are other factors to consider. Remember the market rate method? It's a crucial tool in determining a fair and sustainable salary for yourself. Research what other freelance graphic designers in your area are earning. Look at industry reports, salary surveys, and online resources to get a comprehensive view. Use that information as a benchmark for your own salary. This ensures you're paying yourself a competitive rate without jeopardizing your business's financial health. Now let's say you're a yoga instructor running a small studio. You love what you do, and your students appreciate your dedication and expertise. You're passionate about your work, but business is slow. Despite your best efforts, the number of clients isn't growing as quickly as you'd hoped. You're barely scraping by, let alone paying yourself a huge salary. The financial strain is evident, and it's a challenging situation to navigate. In this case, it's perfectly acceptable to pay yourself a modest salary, or even forego a salary altogether until your business picks up. Prioritizing the financial stability of your studio is essential. The key is to be realistic about your financial situation and adjust your salary accordingly. By doing so, you ensure the long-term success and sustainability of your business, no matter the industry. Section 8. Don't go it alone. Seek expert advice. Look, I'm just a comedian, not a financial advisor. While I've shared some helpful tips, it's crucial to consult with a qualified professional before making any major decisions about your LLC salary. A good accountant or tax attorney can help you navigate the complex world of LLC taxes, ensure you're complying with all the rules, and help you develop a salary strategy that works for your unique situation. Think of it as an investment in your financial future. The cost of professional advice is a small price to pay for peace of mind and avoiding costly mistakes down the road. Section 9. The bottom line. Paying yourself right. Paying yourself from your LLC is a balancing act. You got to keep the IRS happy, ensure your personal financial well-being, and invest in your business's growth. It's about finding that sweet spot where everyone wins. Remember, you're not just a business owner, you're also an employee of your own company. Treat yourself with respect, pay yourself a fair wage, and watch your business thrive. Now go out there, follow your dreams, and don't forget to pay your taxes. Peace out.